Welcome back, legendary collectors, history lovers, and everyone who believes that fortune can hide in the smallest details. You are watching Rare Coin Legacy, the channel where ordinary pocket change transforms into extraordinary stories of wealth, mystery, and accidental genius, and today you are about to explore one of the most astonishing modern coin legends ever imagined. The idea that a simple 1999 1 cent could be worth an unbelievable $12 million because of rare errors, hidden mistakes, and once-in-a-lifetime minting anomalies that turned an everyday penny into a potential numismatic icon. Because at first glance the 1999 Lincoln cent appears completely ordinary, mass-produced, modern, and easily overlooked, yet the true power of rarity does not come from how old a coin is or how shiny it looks, it comes from deviation. From the moment when a highly controlled system fails in a way it was never supposed to, and the year 1999 represents a perfect storm in United States mint history, a time of immense production pressure as the country prepared for the new millennium, with machines running at relentless speed, dies being replaced rapidly, quality control stretched thin, and experimental processes quietly overlapping with standard production, all of which dramatically increased the possibility for extreme errors to escape unnoticed into circulation. And when a modern coin escapes with a major error, its importance is magnified far beyond that of older coins, because modern minting technology is designed to be nearly flawless, meaning any significant failure is instantly elevated into the realm of extreme rarity, and the 1999 1 cent sits right at the center of that possibility, because billions were struck that year, yet only a microscopic handful, or possibly just one, could carry the precise combination of errors needed to justify an 8-figure valuation, and one of the most powerful possibilities behind a $12 million price tag is a wrong planchet error, where a 1999 cent could be struck on a blank never intended for it, such as a foreign coin planchet, an experimental alloy, or a planchet meant for a completely different denomination, and in the modern era this type of mistake is extraordinarily rare due to automated safeguards, which is exactly why its discovery would send shockwaves through the numismatic world, because it would represent a failure of multiple layers of mint security all at once, and if a 1999 cent were authenticated as being struck on solid copper rather than the copper-plated zinc composition officially used, with incorrect weight, thickness, and metallic composition confirmed through advanced testing, it would instantly become a historic anomaly, because it would suggest that obsolete or experimental material somehow re-entered the production line, something the mint insists cannot happen, and collectors are irresistibly drawn to objects that contradict official narratives. Because contradiction creates mystery and mystery creates value, and another breathtaking possibility lies in the realm of mule errors, where two mismatched dies from entirely different coins are accidentally paired together, creating a hybrid coin that was never authorized to exist, and while mule errors are extremely rare in modern times, they are not impossible, and a confirmed 1999 1 cent mule, especially involving a reverse from a different denomination or an experimental design, would be considered one of the most important discoveries in modern U.S. coinage, because it would challenge long-held assumptions about die control and minting discipline at the end of the 20th century, and such a coin would almost certainly be unique or one of a kind, and uniqueness is the ultimate fuel for extreme value, because when only one example exists, there is no comparison point, no price ceiling, only competition, and competition among elite collectors often ignores logic entirely. Driven instead by ego, prestige, and the desire to secure a permanent place in numismatic history, and then there are double die errors, not the minor mechanical doubling seen on countless modern cents, but true hub double dies created during die preparation, where misalignment during the hubbing process results in bold, fully separated doubling across design elements. And a 1999 cent exhibiting dramatic doubling on Lincoln's portrait, the date, and inscriptions would instantly stand out as one of the most visually striking modern error coins known, because collectors crave errors they can immediately recognize, and visual impact plays a massive role in value, because it transforms a technical rarity into a cultural object that attracts attention far beyond traditional collecting circles, and attention drives demand, and demand drives prices upward at astonishing speed. And another path toward immense value lies in off-metal strikes, where a coin is struck on metal never approved for circulation, such as experimental alloys tested for durability or cost efficiency, and while these materials are supposed to remain confined to internal research, history shows that rare pieces can escape, and a 1999 cent struck on such a metal, authenticated through metallurgical analysis, would represent a forbidden artifact from behind the scenes of mint operations. And forbidden objects carry immense narrative power, because they feel secretive, exclusive, and never meant to exist in public hands, and narrative power often adds more value than metal or rarity alone. And then there are dramatic strike errors such as die caps, brockages, and extreme misstrikes, where coins become trapped during production, creating ghost-like impressions, mirror designs, and surreal distortions that capture a moment of mechanical chaos in solid metal. And while such errors are known, a full design mint state example from 1999 would be exceptionally rare, because modern quality control usually intercepts and destroys these pieces quickly, meaning any that survive did so purely by chance, and chance is the heartbeat of rarity, and condition amplifies everything, because an error coin that survives uncirculated, with full original luster, sharp details, and no post-mint damage, can be worth many times more than a worn example, sometimes by margins so extreme they defy traditional valuation logic. And when extreme error, modern date, pristine condition, and verified authenticity combine, the result is a coin that exists at the absolute peak of desirability, and authentication is the bridge between speculation and reality, because once a coin is examined by multiple respected grading services, analyzed for die markers, strike characteristics, metal composition, and production feasibility, its legitimacy becomes unquestionable. And unquestionable legitimacy is what attracts serious money, because high-end collectors and investors will not risk millions on uncertainty. And once uncertainty disappears, the market responds with aggressive enthusiasm, and the date 1999 itself carries symbolic weight as the final year of the 20th century, a moment of transition, anticipation, and cultural significance, and collectors are deeply drawn to milestone years, because they represent endings and beginnings, and symbolism adds emotional value. And emotional value adds financial weight, and publicity plays a critical role as well, because the moment a coin like this is discovered, authenticated, and shared with the world, it stops being just a coin and becomes a phenomenon, covered by news outlets, discussed online, and debated by experts, and mainstream exposure dramatically expands the buyer pool, pulling in investors, institutions, and ultra-wealthy individuals who may never have collected coins before but are drawn to the story. And when demand expands while supply remains fixed at one or a handful, prices surge with incredible force, and provenance further amplifies value, because a coin discovered in everyday circulation, found in loose change, or roll, or a forgotten jar, carries a romantic appeal that resonates deeply with the public, reinforcing the belief that life-changing fortune can hide in plain sight, and that belief fuels fascination, speculation, and intense bidding, and at the highest levels of the market, price guides become meaningless, because elite collectors compete not on affordability but on legacy, ownership, and the desire to possess something no one else ever can. And this is how valuations reach levels like $12 million, because the market does not reward what is common or expected, it rewards what should not exist, and the more impossible a coin's existence appears, the more powerful its appeal becomes, and that is why modern pennies should never be dismissed, because rarity is not confined to ancient history. It is still being created through mistakes, oversights, and mechanical failures that slip through even the most advanced systems, and somewhere right now, a 1999 1 cent could be waiting, overlooked, underestimated, and silently carrying a story of error, chance, and unintended brilliance that could transform it into one of the most valuable coins ever imagined. And that is the magic we uncover every day here on Rare Coin Legacy, where ordinary coins become extraordinary legends and where even a single penny can hold the weight of millions.